Look at the world with honesty and integrity and actually care, and then try to make things better.
A man who wants to be the next mayor of Sioux Falls is in the Minnehaha County Jail this midday, charged with an aggravated assault and interfering with emergency communication. Court documents say 62-year-old David Zokaites attempted to strangle a woman and then tried to prevent her from getting help.
That first arrest on April 22nd.
So I've got this girlfriend. I'm just hanging out in my place getting ready for bed, and this drunk woman comes in who vacillates dynamically between being not too bad and being horribly, violently, dangerously angry. Just not a good scene. Can you please just go away? A couple of years ago, she kept on coming over in the middle of the night, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Can you please just not do this? And she didn't really have any idea right away, but a couple of days later, she says, all right, hold me into a pillow and just let me scream. Well, I mean, okay. I would rather that you can find some mental health treatment, but I think she just had forgotten about that because she had gotten so much better. But you know, sometimes old things creep up and you need more help, and you can get a massive relapse, and well, that's kind of what was happening. But it had been so long that she forgot about this arrangement that she made with me. Well, all right, I couldn't keep her quiet, so we went back to throw her on the bed like before, like she told me to do, and hold her into a pillow like she told me to do. But she had forgotten about it for so long and then started to panic and said I was trying to suffocate her. Well, if I'm going to try to suffocate her, I'm going to succeed. I mean, like 6'5", 220 pounds, solid muscle. She's 5 feet tall and out of weight and alcoholic. Come on now. Emotionally, she thought I was trying to suffocate her, so hey, all right, forget it. Get up, go away. I'm going to call the police. Just leave me. Give me some peace for the night. Well, then apparently she told the police I tried to kill her or some crazy thing. I have some video on my phone about some of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just kind of explain what happened with her today, like what caused the... She's drunk. Okay. That's all the explanation I need. Okay, and then, so she's drunk, she starts screaming at you. Do you know what she's screaming at you for? Because she's drunk. Please explain.
She goes into post-traumatic, and she goes into memories.
She's a Dr. Jekyll and a Mr. Hyde. When she's sober, she's the sweetest personality, and when she's drunk, she's the meanest thing that can be. I was here for 2 of the 3 times I was awake and aware of what was going on. One time I just slept through it. But I know what David does. He just gets dressed enough, he can walk outside, and she follows him to yell at him. He's been as much of a gentleman as possible.
I want to talk to you again real quick. So we spoke with okay?
Okay.
She gave us a statement of what happened between you guys.
Yeah.
And due to that, you're going to be placed under arrest
okay?
for aggravated assault domestic,
You're not
okay?
resist, okay? There's no sense in making this a bigger issue.
I can hold your phone, okay?
No,
Okay,
I'll
then
hold it. I don't trust either of you guys.
Okay.
That's fine. Just put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
I called to get her to go away. And then I got busted because they believed her lies. So they booked me into maximum security. The first time in jail when I just go straight to maximum security. Jeez. They held me there until the judge had a time to issue the charges. And then a little before that, you meet with the public defender, and the public defender goes, this is ridiculous. We're going to try to get you out on personal recognizance bail. And that's what happened. They got me out.
A man who wanted to be mayor of Sioux Falls found himself back in court today. David Zokaites is accused of violating a protection order. The charge comes just 3 weeks after Zokaites was accused of assaulting a woman and interfering with emergency communication.
May 13th, late at night, shows up.
Yeah, I'm sleeping, figure out that she's coming. I'm going, oh no. Because if it's the middle of the night, it's not going to be good. She comes in, vacillating between not too bad and downright horrible, and angry and physical and kind of dangerous. And when she couldn't calm down, I called the police and said, hey, can you please take her away?
So what happened tonight?
She came by and drunk and angry, and she's not allowed here, and she had to leave.
Okay, not allowed here in the sense of explain what happened. You can even nutshell it for me if you want. Sum it up.
She's just not allowed here. She knows that. They ask me a bunch of questions, and I don't want to talk to them. And maybe if you know how to talk their lingo and appeal to their emotions properly, then you don't get hurt quite as much. But I don't know how to do that. And that encounter, I talked to the police who were bugging me and said 5 different times that I don't want to talk to you anymore. Can I go? I said that 5 different ways, and they never acknowledged it. These people are supposed to know the Constitution. They're supposed to respect my rights. I shouldn't have to say 5 different times, 5 different ways, I want to leave, I want to be left alone. So I've called 911, I've given you a statement. Hopefully that's enough. Can I go back to bed, please?
Well, I would just like to know if things are going on today, because obviously there's that no contact order, and I would just like to know if...
I don't want to say any more.
Okay.
So, can I go?
Well, in the no contact order we have, it said that you are not supposed to have contact with her. It sounds like you did.
What do I do when she invades my home? Tell me, what do I do when she invades my home?
Ignore her.
What?
Ignore her.
That is not possible. I'm in my bed. She comes in.
So because of the valid no contact order, we are going to have to place you under arrest for violation of the no contact order.
Because I was asleep when somebody invaded my home?
I didn't write the laws. This is the way they are.
Well, that's what you're doing, though.
No, no contact orders in the state of South Dakota are mandatory arrests.
Yeah.
So we have to enforce that.
I see.
Yeah. And if we don't, we would lose our jobs.
When there's a charge of aggravated assault domestic, the judge issues a no contact order immediately, but it's only on the one party, which is the stupidest thing ever. So like they told me I could not contact her, but she could contact me all she wants to. So legally, like if I'm standing somewhere and she comes running at me and starts talking or gives me a hug or something, that's okay on her end, but I go to jail because I violated a no contact order, according to South Dakota law. And that's total BS.
How does that feel for Fit?
Horrible. I met with the public advocate a couple of times, and he mostly just told me to take it easy and don't do anything. He knew that the government did not have a good case. All the charges are gone. They're all dropped, all 3 of them. There was an aggravated domestic assault. That's been dropped. There was a charge of interfering with emergency communication. That's been dropped. And the charge of violating a no contact order has also been dropped. Your reputation is everything, especially if you want to have any political aspirations.
Well, I think it pretty well ruined any future chances he wants to try for, at least for mayor.
The charges were dropped partially because he decided that she was lonely and the charges were groundless. She was very determined to try to drop the case. She took about 6 different actions to try to drop the charges.
David has had a lot of bad experiences with cops, and he's developed a fear of them now. And that fear is actually creating some of the problem he's having with them.
I've been stopped before by police. Like once a year for the last 10 years, and lately it's been more like 3 times a year. So if you're a little bit weird and they don't like that, well, they'll stop you and give you a hard time. You know, the requirement to be normal is just so ridiculous. I don't know how to be normal and seek the truth simultaneously. It doesn't work.
Why are you still with?
Oh, she is a lot of trouble, no doubt about it. But I'm a firm believer in healing and in recovery. For all of her troubles, that woman is still trying to get better. Everybody tells me I'm crazy for hanging out with her, and maybe I should break it off, and maybe I kind of did, and maybe I didn't. I've been told that I have excessive loyalty to people. Well, maybe that's the case. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I see something other people don't, but that's who I am. It's like, why am I still trying to run for mayor when I've been burnt the past couple of times? Well, because I believe in the mission for better government.
What's your next steps?
I am going to represent myself and file a case against the city of Sioux Falls for violating my civil rights. Totally ridiculous. They've got to stop. They need to be nice to people.